Good evening, my friend. There is an old saying: the more you meet people, the more fortune you will have, right? Hopefully, with us being with can bring us fortune with inspiration and stories. Alhamdulillah, this evening I got a chance to meet all of you spirited people. Let's start with a study from McKinsey that Indonesia will be the world's top 3 strongest economic country in 2045. Let us pray on that. Amin. In 2045, you will be 14 years old. I will be around 70 years old, more or less. There are only 3 requirements, and hopefully we can all contemplate of these 3. 1. Economic should not be less than 5%. I'm having difficulty explain to the mom. What is 5% economic mean? Mom, 5% economic mean if you are going to the mall twice a week, change your mobile phone once a year, going vacation to Bali twice a year, umrah on once every 2 years. That are 5% economic means. So will be the worst third greatest country. The first one, economic should not be lower than today, which is 5%. Second, do not make a quarrel during election times, because that's the requirement for a conductive situation. So no more blowing like in 2014. We are on fine on Facebook and then be friend again. Why is that? Because if the political situation is not conducive, when we'll have time to work, right? All we can talk about are lecture and stuff. Our time will run out. Let's just pray for the next presidential election, the governor election, the major election will be smooth sailing. Let's make democracy similar to festival. Just make it fun and exciting, and let's avoid hatred. It's turned out there are customers for that business. The third one, according to McKinsey study, the third requirement is if this young productive generation this demography bonus is competitive. What is the definition of competitive? Independent, can compete. If we send them to Singapore, then they can compete. That's why unit skill GPA alone is not enough. Schools in Indonesia are more difficult than in America. Let me tell you some fact about me. I went to ITB for undergraduate degree. My GPA was 2.7. I went to Berkeley American University of California for postgraduate and my GPA was 3.9. Now if we were being competitive, we have extra skill. We will get to our goal in 2045 to be the third greatest country in the world. While I'm with my Mrs. Cinta, we'll be sitting around in the park beach in the Bandung. Therefore, be grateful for the bless of our age. Become young man means have good physical condition is not problem if you have to do long overtime. That is why all of those demonstrations really rely on young men. It's impossible for our grandparents to do demonstration, right? The second one, not too smart but have concern. These are the ones often lied to. Persuaded to be partaking in demonstration for the sake of free lunch. If I asked what it's about, they didn't know. They just told us to do so, and we do it because we care. The third one, the worst type, not smart and ignorant. There's the third, the enemies in our society. I pray that everyone present here today is included the fourth type, smart and care. Why should we be smart to be able to compete? Why should we care? Because Indonesia have many problems. I lived in America for 5 years. I just live smart. I don't need to care because the country is already settled for the fundamental matters. But I'm destined to be Indonesian, where the problems are still many and the poor are still many also.
So, we have to change Indonesia by the generation. Indonesia is like an empty canvas. It's up to us whether we want to paint it beautiful or ugly. There's destiny and fate. It's two different things. You cannot change destiny, but you can change fate. Example of fate. You are single now. It's not a destiny. You can change your condition by DMing your crush on Instagram, stalking your ex, who knows you can get back together, or by joining Bukalapak's online dating maybe. It takes an effort to change your fate from single to being couple. What else an example of fate? You used to be stupid, but then you went to school and become smart. You used to be not an entrepreneur, but joining Bukatalks you are becoming smart to open a business. That's fine. You can change it. You used to be poor, but now you are rich, and many other cases of fate. And then there's destiny. You cannot change it. You have brown skin. That's destiny. Whether you want to go to Natasha Skincare or Erha Skincare, you wouldn't be able to change it. What else classified as destiny? Indonesia is a country of natural disaster. The country with the most volcanoes is Indonesia. We cannot change it until whenever. The mountain erupts every month. The tsunami comes every few years. What we can do to face our destiny is to adjust ourselves, just like the Japanese. Our country hit by a tsunami and died about 2,000 people because we couldn't adjust our science yet to our destiny. So, my point is, in this Youth Policy Day, where are we taking Indonesia? How do you as a young generation paint the empty canvas? You want to do it by just having fun whilst watching those Korean dramas? Or do you want to create something? I, one of the painter of this white empty canvas, had decided I was an architect. I had built more than 200 constructions, domestic and abroad. I had 70 employees. I'm already entrepreneur. I had a pleasant life, gorgeous life, two lovely children. We went abroad 8 times a year for a picnic. We have a house. Materially, we're more than enough. But then my mother said, Khairunas anfa'uhum linas, a hadith. The best of people are those that bring most benefit to the rest of mankind. So when there is a chance, choose a life that can change more lives. It's good that you had become an employee, but it will be better if you are the owner of the company that's able to support 5 people, 10 people, 100 people. I was an architect. I dealt with construction and changing the world. But it turns out being a mayor, I changed civilization. It's up to me. If I stay silent, Bandung will also stay silent. If I'm on fire, Bandung will change. Take for instance, Mr. Mayor, it just got dumb. Mr. Mayor, help. My thesis isn't moving forward. My lecturer is a snail. Mr. Mayor, please help me with my math problem, and so on. And I thought to myself, the children are under a lot of stress. So I came up with an idea to relieve their stress by creating program Kekasih. Kekasih is a short for Kendaraan Konseling Silih Asih. So the people of Bandung, if you are under a stress, find a pink vehicle. We have a psychologist or psychiatrist there. Okay? That's me contemplating to make a decision for one problem. Just one, ladies and gentlemen. There are 800 problems that I have to meet. This is just one example, mental health, of 1 per 800. Other changes that life made. I want to pay my respect to my mother and her friends that are often feel lonely. So I came up with an idea to launch Minggu Lansia. Is there any Kekasih image here? Minggu Lansia is every Sunday in Bandung. The senior citizens are being accompanied by younger sister. Like you. Can you stand up for a moment? Come on, stand up. Just stand up. Just stand up. Turn right. Put on your glasses.
Old people used to sit quiet at home. Nobody cares for them. It's good if they have families, but most of them are alone and lonely. Secondly, weak is a potential mental breakdown for them. So I say we have to keep them company. There are hundreds of decisions that left made during my 4 years of being a manager. I'm happy that in my life, which my term of office as the mayor of Bandung is about to end, I can proudly say, and also as part of my more responsibility. As a young generation of Indonesia, I have made many decisions as participation of building better Indonesia. Is measured from his life decision. Want to turn right or left? Run the red light or not? Over the sidewalk or not? Manipulate business tax or not? Our quality of life determined by our decision. The accumulation of our decision that is our character. Every day we make a wrong decision, that's us. Every day we make a qualified decision, that's us also. So I prior 5 years of being a mayor. Hopefully, my accumulation of decision changed the city. Change Indonesia took a house that is interested to me named Bandung. Now, for the study result, I came bearing good news. First, Bandung was notorious for the slow performance of the city government. We were ranking 200, but now Bandung is ranking 1 in Indonesia. The only city in Indonesia whose bureaucracy performance is only Bandung. Second, this year, the human quality of Bandung people penetrate the number 80, the Human Development Index. The index is measured by education, health, and purchasing power. Top 3 in Indonesia along with South Jakarta and Yogyakarta means that the human of Jakarta, Yogyakarta, and Bandung have 80 as human value. Next, we have a nearly 8% economic. Indonesia have 5% and that's already excellent, but Bandung nearly 8%. The happiness index, which that's very happy and happy in Bandung, are 87%. Thus, it's real hard to find a silent face in Bandung, except the ones who has a lot of debts. Back stable by their friends, kekasih vehicle regular. I already prepared for them. The one who feel at home is 96%. So my point tonight is because I'm just passing by this empty canvas named Indonesia, let's color it together. Don't stand it by quarreling in social media because of hatred. We have the same religion, same prophet, some holy book, but because different choice of political party, we come defeated. That's what happened these days, right? You must become the generation talk with the talk, generation that create, measured by the result. God forbid you become 60 years old in pension age and have no legacy for your grandchildren because all you did in your youth is talking. It's a known fact that Indonesia don't like to read, don't like to write. That's why our literacy index ranking 50 equivalent to the countries in Africa. Common Indonesia only read 27 pages of book per year and it's not even a book, it's 7. That's why social media sells. Instagram now have a new technique of writing over a picture. That's perfect. Innocent. You also know that Indonesia cannot read long sentences more than paragraph will make them busy. That's why they only read title, expert in knowing the content by reading the title only. Now my point is Indonesia is the future, is up to us. Your generation will be living in the golden Indonesia in 2048. 45, you are the peak of your age, and average of 50s and 40 is just odd, while I'm already senior citizen. Taking care of Indonesia, becoming leaders. Remember my message today that Indonesia is the top 3 because coming home from this event you make something. Be a positive person, positive mind creates positive lives, negative flesh from negative mind, so the K is from mindset. Biggest energy in our life is faith. If you have faith, everything will resolve. Faith in the form of religion, faith in the form of aspiration, faith in the form of business plan, faith in the form of ideas. The K is having faith. But if you're losing your faith, you will become like a broken K. In the event of your plate that is coming soon in 2017, I pray that you are the young generation that will make Indonesia incredible. Be a smart and caring young generation. Be a solution seeker instead of cursing things. Be a giver instead of a taker. Be a hard and smart working youngsters. Be the ones who lend a hand instead of pointing fingers. That's all for me. Thank you and good evening.